our centers. So at number 10, I'll get started here. I have JT Miller. Carter?
I got Sebastian Aho.
Jack?
I have Elias Pettersson.
And LeBlanc?
I also have Elias Pettersson.
All right, I'll let you guys take the wheel here. What's with Pettersson being a little bit lower?
Pettersson has had one elite season. Other seasons he's been okay, or he's been a bit rattled. I look at his playoff performance as well as a significant factor where he just didn't show up.
That's very true, actually. One famous thing that me and LeBlanc will remember is one of our friends said that the Canucks should trade Pettersson after the really bad playoffs. And I was like, what? Yeah, LeBlanc knows who we're talking about. Not going to say his name because we love him and respect him. But we'll never believe that to this day. Number 9, I have Pettersson. Ironic that I have two Canucks together. Carter?
Number 9, I got Braden Point.
Ooh. And Jack?
I got JT Miller.
LeBlanc?
Kind of ruffles and feathers here. I have Jack Hughes.
You're not Ruther and Feathers. I have Hughes higher. I forgot Point. That's probably why I have Hughes higher. Great. So you can add that to my list of guys I forgot. I had Pettersson at 9. Kind of the same reason for LeBlanc. I just thought he was better than Miller, to be honest. Yeah. Number 8, I have Aho. Jack or Carter? Jack, Carter, Jack, LeBlanc.
I have Aho.
Okay, I'm losing my mind. Carter?
Me, Jack. I don't know who you want. Okay, but I'm assuming it's me. I got Jack Hughes.
Okay, and LeBlanc?
I have Aho.
All right, so we all got Aho. I think Aho's still very underrated. For a lot of people give him credit to. I still see him really low on some lists. I think that he brings a lot of value to that Hurricanes team. Without a doubt, the best player on that team the last couple of seasons. I think that Aho definitely has some underratedness to him that should not go unnoticed. Number 7, I have Jack Hughes. Carter?
Number 7, I got Elias Pettersson.
Okay. Jack?
7, I have Jack Hughes as well.
All right. And LeBlanc?
Number 7, I have Sidney Crosby.
Ooh. So I'll ask you this question, LeBlanc. You had Hughes at 9. Why is that?
I just feel like he's a little overrated.
That's fair. I do think that there are some people that overrate him a little bit. Like a tad bit. I don't think he's that overrated.
Yeah, I think he's a top 10 center. I just don't think he's like he'll hype him out to be this like is the 100-point guy. When he did have a really good year last year. But this year, again, he was in and out of the lineup. The year before that, he was promising, but it wasn't something like groundbreaking. I want to see more consistency from Jack Hughes.
He's dealt with injuries a lot too, but that's not his fault. But still, it doesn't mean that we should rank players lower than him because of that. Why do you have Crosby at 7?
I think Crosby is one of the most underrated centers now. Not before, but just like right now, people just feel like he's done. He's out of the dust when he's still playing at a somewhat Selke level, still putting up over 35 goals a year. And still he makes everyone around him on his line better.
Very true. He's one of the few players that can do that. I would put him up there with Kaprizov and honestly McDavid and probably like McKinnon too. He's one of those guys who can make his line mates better. Number 6, I have Alexander Barkov. Carter?
I have Alexander Barkov as well.
Jack? I have Alexander Barkov as well.
And LeBlanc?
I also have Alexander Barkov.
Nice.
Wow. Okay,
that's the
look
first
at that.
One.
First time that it's not number 1 where we sweep the whole thing. Yeah, Barkov, great defensive forward, great two-way guy, had a great playoffs. I think that there's some how do I put this? For a long time, he was looked at as the most underrated player in the league. I'm not at that point now where I think that. I do think that some people underrate him still, but I still think he's properly rated at this point. In fact, he might even be a little bit overrated by some people. Whatever you guys think about that. Number 5, I have Sidney Crosby. Carter?
I also have Sidney Crosby.
Jack?
I also have Sidney Crosby.
All right. Well, LeBlanc's got to be the only outlier. So, LeBlanc, who do you got?
Braden Point.
Yeah. LeBlanc, why are you so high on Braden Point, and why am I stupid to forget him in my top 10?
Well, you're stupid because of these reasons right here. No.
Great. Great.
I think Braden Point just brings he's just everything you want in a first line center. I feel like playing with Kucherov and Stamkos, he's learned from those, and like he's had like 90-point years, 90-point years where he's looked very good. Playoffs, he's been very good as well. I just I don't know. I don't know if I have just like a man crush on the guy, but like he's just like he's everything I want in a first line center. He's everything that I do like. I love watching him play. That's all I can really say.
I agree with that. I don't know how the hell I forgot him in my top 5, in my top 10. I feel like he should be in there. Just makes me look all the more stupid. We all have Crosby, so I won't even just go into that. Number 4, I have Austin Matthews. Jack or Carter? Yeah, you know what, Jack, go.
Or I got Braden Point.
Okay, Carter.
I have Leon Draisaitl.
Ooh, and LeBlanc.
I also have Leon Draisaitl.
Okay, so the Matthews Draisaitl debate. What is it? You guys have Draisaitl. I have Matthews. What's the reasoning for that?
I mean, they play different styles of game. Like Draisaitl is a big, booming power forward who can score and he's a playmaker. Well, Matthews is just like pure goal scoring and defense.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We'll just get number 3. Number 3, I have Leon Draisaitl. Jack?
Number 3, I have Matthews and / Draisaitl. I could not pick one.
You mean you have you have 11
tied
players.
at number 3. Tied at number 3.
Okay, all right.
Matthews
You know
and
what?
Draisaitl.
Fine.
He has 11 players.
You know, you know what? Fine. I will let
I do
it
have
slide. I will let
Okay.
it slide just
It's
this
the only one. It's the only one.
Carter?
I have Nathan McKinnon.
Ooh. And LeBlanc?
Hit him with the 4 like Austin Matthews.
All right. Jack, I gotta ask, why is Draisaitl and Matthews tied at 3?
I just couldn't pick one. They're both like so even to me. I just can't pick one. I know it's like a huge debate right now, but I don't know.
I feel like early on, didn't we talk about this like in the first episode?
Yeah, I feel like
Like, didn't we do like a top 5 player thing or something?
they're so even.
Yeah. I'll let it slide for you just this once. Number 2, I have Nathan McKinnon. Carter?
Number 2, I got Austin Matthews.
Okay, Jack.
Number 2, I got McKinnon.
And LeBlanc, not number 1. LeBlanc.
Nate Dogg.
All right, so we all got McKinnon. McKinnon, I think. I mean, if number 1 didn't exist, I think that McKinnon would be
I
by
have
far
Matthews,
number 1.
not all of you. But
Oh, my apologies. Sorry, Cart. I'll get to you. Yeah,
just forget about me.
the 3 of us have McKinnon at number 2. I think if McDavid didn't exist, McKinnon would be my number 1 by far. Carter, why is Matthews at 2 for you?
Game changer. I don't think we've never seen a guy with a shot like Austin Matthews. We probably never will. He's already being talked about as probably going to get the goal scoring record. He's the best goal scorer we've ever seen by far. He changes the game with his shot, how he changes the angles, how he's able to walk around defenders. He doesn't have the same speed as McKinnon or McDavid by any means, but his defensive side of his game has taken massive strides in the last 2-3 years, which is what we're grading him off of. And he almost got 70. He's gotten 60 twice. Like he's the number 2 center in my eyes.
Okay. Excuse me. And finally, at number 1, I have Connor McDavid. Carter?
Mark Scheifele.
Ah,
No, it's McDavid.
McDavid. Jack?
Number 1, I got McDavid.
And LeBlanc? Yeah, McDavid always got a
Matty Beniers. That's a great pick.
Ooh. So, all right. So McDavid, great player. There's no questions. Broken records. Has been spectacular. There's nothing really going on there. Jack, I was talking to the guys this week, and I had a prediction that you were going to have Bedard in your top 10 centers. I have to ask you, where does Bedard lie in this?
Bedard's, I would say, top 25 right now.
Okay. I figured you'd be a little bit more like, well, I don't want to say biased, but I feel like you'd be a little
Well,
bit.
watch it. Like you have to watch him play every game. He's 18 and he's just so good already. It's so cool.